So this week's project is to get this thing ready for inspection. There's only two things I have to do to it. One thing is to get this tire changed. I think it's passable, but I think they might give me a hard time about it. It's not quite down to the wear lines yet, but it's getting there and I just don't want any problems. And the second thing to do is, a couple weeks ago my turn signal started working, and these are the culprits. These are probably the originals that were on this truck, and they got the old style 1156 bulb in it, and the sockets are all corroded after looking at it, so I'm going to replace it with these cheap Chinese junk LED ones. I'm just going to test and make sure the wires are the same. I've hooked up this kind of stuff in the past and went color to color, and for some reason or other it wasn't the same. And LEDs are particular on the hot and the ground. You have to have them hot and ground. It's not like a regular bulb where it doesn't matter. That's what I'm talking about. This white, I'm just going to hook it to the brown because the white is the only oddball color on the light and the brown on the truck. So we're just gonna see if, I'm just gonna make sure everything works before we hook it up permanently. See that hanging there. I guess it's not gonna hang. Alright, we'll test them out. Alright, so they're not the same. I already know what it is. This truck, these weren't meant to be running lights on the truck, and these are meant to be running lights. So I'm gonna have to figure some stuff out here. Actually, I'm wondering if this brown is actually a ground. So we'll touch it. Problem is with these Chinese lights, the directions don't come with anything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some messing around here. Alright, so here's the deal. I remember running into this problem before on one of my other trucks with LED lights. So the LED lights don't have enough resistance to make the flasher flash. So I'm gonna do this again just to show you guys, those of you who don't know. I pretty much figured that was the problem right when it started happening. So I have the key on and the left signal on right now. These wires were correct, by the way, when I wired them up after a bunch of looking around. So I got red and then white, and you can see it doesn't flash. So let's get rid of this LED. I got one of these cheap bulbs with the old style light bulb in it. So now we're gonna do red, and then on this one, ground is here. And there we go. I could hear the flasher ticking and everything. So I think what I'm gonna do for now is just throw these in here just to get the truck inspected. And I don't know if they make different LEDs or make some kind of thing that you put in line, or maybe a different flasher for them. But I don't have time to screw with it right now, so I'm just gonna put these pieces of crap in here and just roll with it. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, and we'll have all lights that work. I took this old girl to get inspected today, and it passed. So I know in the beginning of the video I was talking about putting a new tire on it, but I started looking at it, and I mean, there's the wear bars right there, wear strip, whatever you want to call it, and it's not down to that yet. I mean, it's pretty low compared to this side. I figured, you know what, this tire is almost 500 bucks, and I mean, I'm gonna get as many miles out of it legally as I can. So you know what, he agreed with it. Just change it when it gets down to the wear bars. So I got another seat out of the dumpster at work, and now I got two black seats in here, and this one's a lot more comfortable than the other one. So just a little update on that. And another thing I did, I've been wanting to do for a long time. I know I didn't film it, but I made a new cross member just out of a piece of angle iron for this. Here, let me go over here so the sun's not right in the camera. Alright, there we go. I think we can see better now. Alright, so I just got a piece of angle iron, because the cross member I just cobbled up when I did this truck, and it was vibrating pretty bad and a lot of noises, so I put rubber bushings underneath it, and then right there where the transmission sits on top of it, there's like 2 inches of rubber bushings, and I just took it for a ride, and it is definitely quite a bit quieter. I definitely still have a vibration, which I know is the center bearing in the transmission, but you know, I don't know when I'm going to get to that either, to try to fix, because that involves pulling the transmission out and separating the halves and all that. But when I get to it, I get to it. It's not that bad. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's not like terrible. So yeah, that's pretty much all it took to get her inspected. I always try to keep everything in good shape, you know. As far as safety goes, you know, I always try to make sure everything is up to the way it's supposed to be. So all right, well, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos working on all this stuff, and we'll see everybody in the next video. Thanks for watching.